Hello everyone. We are going to do this project today. We'll take input from a potentiometer and display the output on the serial monitor. Okay, so we know that the input is going to come from a potentiometer. Yes, let's bring the potentiometer into view. Okay, the resistance of this potentiometer is 250K. Let it be that. Next thing is we need an Arduino board. And I don't think we need anything else because the serial monitor is part of the coding window, so we don't need to bring anything in now. Let's not use the breadboard because we are just going to wire the potentiometer with the Arduino. Let us learn how to take input from the potentiometer. Now, let us see what the potentiometer looks like. The potentiometer is basically a resistance starting from terminal 1 going up to terminal 2. So the resistance between terminal 1 and terminal 2 is what was given here as 250K. And this wiper is basically connected to the middle pin. Okay, so this basically will give you a varying resistance between terminal 1 and terminal 2. That is why we call this as a variable resistor. Now, how do we connect the potentiometer to the Arduino? Okay, there is a standard rule for it. Always connect terminal 1, that is the first terminal, to the ground. Okay, so we have a ground here. All right, so it's connected to the ground. Let's color it black. Okay, let's connect terminal 2 to the voltage. So that means we connect it to 5 volts. So always connect the terminal 1 to ground and terminal 2 to plus voltage, whatever voltage it is. So we are connected that way. Now the input from this particular potentiometer is going to come from the wiper. So wiper will be connected to any of the analog pins. So why analog pins? Because we are actually changing the value of the potentiometer from 0 to the maximum. And it is not a 0 or a 1, it is actually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 going on to 1023. Now, you know that all the analog pins actually take input in the form of uh, analog values, that is from 0 to 1023. Let us color this as yellow maybe. Now this part is done. In fact, the wiring is done. Okay, we have connected the Arduino to the potentiometer or the potentiometer to the Arduino. Let's start doing the coding part now. We don't want block, we want text. Let's remove the extra coding from here and see what happens now. Now let us now consider what pin are we using. The pin that we are using here is pin A0. So let's call it as pot pin. The potentiometer pin is equal to A0, connected to A0. And we need to tell the system that the pot pin is actually an input pin. So I'll write pin mode in brackets pot pin comma input. So we are giving input to the Arduino using pot pin. What do we need to do now? Um, we need to actually take in the value whatever has been read at A0. So we are going to read it. How are we going to read? We'll actually give an analog read. And what are we going to read? We are going to read from pot pin. That's it. And this value is going to be stored in an int variable, maybe in a variable called var. And let us now display this var onto the serial monitor. So I'll say serial.println in brackets var. So we display the variable of the variable, the value of the variable. Now this part is done. We'll just give a delay of say 500 milliseconds, just so that the display doesn't go very fast. So okay, everything is set up now except for, because we are actually doing a serial printing, so we need to start the serial communication. So serial dot begin, and we give it a baud rate of 9600, the standard rate. I think that is all. The coding is done. Let us start the simulation and see how things work. Okay, on the serial monitor, it is giving a value of 0 because it is the potentiometer is on the left side. So let us increase the value of the potentiometer, and you can see the when I increase the value of the potentiometer, the voltage on pin A0 is coming as higher and higher and higher. Let us go to into the middle, and you can see it is giving 511, which is almost half of 1023. Now when I increase it and let it reach the maximum, you will see that the maximum value is 1023. Now you can see from here, the serial monitor is basically displaying what is the value which is taken as input from the potentiometer. So this is basically a demonstration of how analog input is to be taken. We are using a very simple device, a potentiometer for it, and we can see that the input is the minimum is 0 and the maximum is 1000. So I hope this demonstration is fine. Um, I'll meet you in the next class.